Good morning, share drivers and riders. I hope my video do get to the riders. This morning I want to talk about the autonomous cars or robot taxis, and also why maybe one of the reasons and the pro of them cars being out on the street is because a lot of drivers are being harmed and hurt and killed. Um, just recently, my sister told me to look into the Lyft driver that got hurt in Georgia, and I am so sorry for their loss and 3 kids being left behind. I know the agony of that situation due to me burying my own daughter. So I am sorry for your loss, Councilman in Georgia, in DeKalb County. This is the young lady and her family.
And the father-daughter moments that her dad, Peachtree Corners Councilman Joe Sawyer, says will always stay with him.
I bought all the food, all the stuff for her. She said, "Thank you, Daddy." And she said, "I love you." And I said,
So it's a hurtful thing, very hurtful thing when you lose a child. He said that in one of the news talk, that it's bad when a parent has to bury their own child. So the autonomous, that's a pro for the autonomous cars, because they will get in those cars and there's no driver, not unless they're planning on using a few people to make sure that those cars don't have accidents, which is okay. But you still got to have the fact that drivers still can get hurt or killed. Now, this incident was with them having a gun and a domestic dispute amongst themselves, amongst the passenger. She was just driving him, and this person had a gun on him in the car. So, whereas it's against the regulation of the company, the platforms, not to have a weapon, these riders are getting in and they need a tutorial education of being a rider in a person's car. Taxi drivers back in the days, yes, they used to get hurt and harmed too and killed. I mean, it's a dangerous type of job, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are complaining about what we get paid. We don't get paid enough. Who's going to take care of that young lady's funeral? The platform? I mean, hopefully they had enough insurance on her. And if not, that means they have to do a family gathering to get up enough money to bury her. I mean, with him being a councilman, hopefully he had a plan on her or some type of insurance to bury his daughter. And the other thing is, as I said, these robot cars, it's good. I mean, just thinking about how many drivers have gotten harmed over the years of Uber and Lyft being out there. I mean, it's not just Lyft, it's not just Uber, and it's not just taxi cabs. I mean, that job, being a driver, is dangerous. So the robot cars are good. Now, the con to that situation is a person can get in your car, knows the car, in construction and how to rob your car or take the car. They're engineer or they're a mechanic, and they can get in your car and steal it. platforms. So, I mean, that's one of the cons to the situation of putting those autonomous cars on the street. I mean, there's some pros and cons. So, good luck with your autonomous cars. Uh, it, it will help take down the danger of a driver being in the car and getting killed. It would definitely help that situation. But you still have to think about them stealing your car too also. And I'm for sure you're going to have dash cams in your cars to check and make sure that your passenger are not trying to do anything that's against regulation. And then I'm for sure you're going to get all of these riders to have their real names on their account. And, added names on the account just in case they want to get a ride for their father or their mother or brother, sister, friend. They add names. And that way they can stick that name in there that's the person the driver is picking up. But there are pros and cons. So I checked out the professor, and he was talking about how did the strike go well, or I just didn't see the purpose of it. But it does play an effect on the algorithm where how many drivers is out there and what they're going to pay whoever driver is out there. And I am definitely for sure that the new drivers, they were not going to strike. There was areas that I went into or sites that I went into, some of them didn't even know about the strike. So I don't think it went off that well. That algorithm is going to do what it's going to do, and it's going to pay what it's going to pay. You cannot stop them from doing what they're doing. That's their platform, that's their company, and they still going to pay you what they want to pay you. So it is Sunday. I normally don't drive on Sunday. But since I took that time off, but I was sick too also, I got to make it up. But I'm looking for other jobs. As we speak, I have downloaded a couple of apps that I still have to use my physical body to do the job. And it's difficult for me. Drive safe. Be safe. Be kind to your passengers as much as you can. And have a wonderful Sunday.